Look at that. Tell me that don't look like him. That's him. It's called American Gothic.
The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder.
Oh my God.
Mrs. Adelson, control yourself.
Oh no. Hey, look. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, Donna, don't beat yourself up. You know, I'm sure there's somebody in prison that'll do that for you. You know, I'm just kidding. Sorta, a little bit, not really.
She's giving her daughter advice on what she should do, preparing for mediation. Oh, how terrible of her. But what they didn't want you to see in this email, you see that highlighted part? If she thinks she's going to have him killed, why is she telling her daughter in mediation, make sure in the final order that he has to pay half of this expense and half of that expense and extracurricular activities and tennis lesson and baseball teams and travel? Well, who cares if they're going to... Where she's giving her daughter advice on what she should do, prepare...
Hold up, let's see this. Things to discuss at mediation to make sure you have in writing for a settlement. So she wants to highlight these. So which makes me think, let's look at the other ones, because that's probably go for full custody with relocation, negotiated along with living in South Florida. I'm sure your lawyer is smart enough to step out of the box and be creative negotiator. First, see how much alimony you can get. That depends. Okay, so you want to get full custody. This bitch, she said, go for full custody and asked if you can take him out of the state so he can never see him. Oh, by the way, on your way out, ask for some alimony. Get you some alimony, girl. So you can take his children. You can take his money. You can just snatch his sanity on the way out too. He ain't gonna need that shit. Go get it. Okay, see how much alimony you are getting. That depends on how much you earn and how long you've been married. Then you tell him that you have an opportunity elsewhere. You want to move to take the children. Make reasonable financial concessions to accomplish this. Whether that's that's paying for the airline ticket up to a certain amount once a month for him to visit with the kids. Ain't that some shit? Cause you ain't gonna have to do it for long because he gonna be dead. Donna, finish the sentence, bitch. Cause I know that's what you was thinking. Bitch, I know that's what you was thinking. You ain't even slick. Okay. Let's see what this one says. No more talking to Danny unless it's through the lawyers. Okay, they will talk business. Okay, if he still comes to visit you at your office, not only should you absolutely go for a restraining order against him, but notify the university of the harassment that's going on. They won't like one of their professors doing that to another professor. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Donna wanting her to set this stage for when he dies. You know, possibly, you know, like some self-defense like type shit. That's what this sounds like. Make it seem like you're afraid. You know, make it as hard for him to see these kids as possible. He went into that courtroom and won. And Donna lost her motherfucking mind, honey. Donna lost her marbles.
For mediation.
Lost her marbles. The entire marbles gone. Health insurance. Make sure he provides coverage as well as paying at least a half of copays and deductibles that are not covered by insurance. But let's see what she wants us to emphasize. Okay, let's see what she wanted the jury to pay attention to. Ask for your husband to pay all or at least one half of the children's education after age 18. This must be in the divorce decree. Also, ask for half or all payments toward their bar mitzvahs and weddings. Jesus Christ, bitch. You know what this sounds like? In fact, actually, number one, you know what number one sounds like to me? You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like, because it's bar mitzvahs and weddings. That sounds like someone who's planning for him to maybe not be around, but for his estate to already be obligated to pay for these things because they're already in this once he's dead. The weddings? That's very specific. And it assumes that he wouldn't pay for it. His kids were small. Why the fuck would he be for bar mitzvahs and weddings? That definitely sounds like she was plotting for his estate to have to pay for this shit once he's dead. That's what that sounds. That's weird as fuck. Bar mitzvahs, fine. Weddings? Something funny about that. That sounds exactly like that's not, we expect for him to still be alive. Why would we ask for them to pay? No. That sounds like his estate to be obligated to pay for that. That sounds like an estate claim. Bitch, you are not slick. Okay, mama is on to you. I know my shit, y'all. I know I'm a whimsical creature, a weird fairy, but I'm not. I'm very smart. Mama very smart. She's a smart girl. She's a smart cookie. Okay? Let's see what this other one is real quick. Make sure he is paying at least half of all extracurricular activities for the boys. Music lessons, tennis lessons, baseball, team activities, travel, and other expenses associated with these activities. Oh my God, it's so fucking specific. It's so specific. This shit is weird, bro. Yeah, I think there's a to-do list. Yeah, definitely. Right. I feel like there probably was a to-do list. Yeah, there was probably a to-do. Jesus. Yeah, Jason, yes, definitely. There was a to-do list somewhere. For sure. And it's damn sure going to be in Donna's handwriting. Okay? When you find it, you going to know who wrote that bitch. All right?
Oh, how terrible of her. But what they didn't want you to see in this email, you see that highlighted part? If she thinks she's going to have him killed, why is she telling her daughter in mediation, make sure in the final order that he has to pay half of this expense and half of that expense and extracurricular activities and tennis lesson and baseball teams and travel? Well, who cares if they're going to kill him? Why is she writing that? Negotiate. Negotiate. Shame on her getting involved in her daughter's divorce. Negotiate. Let him know that you want him to see his children.
Bitch, no. That's not what the fuck that's. I've read that whole thing. Nowhere in there did it say make sure he see him. In fact, it said do this so maybe they won't ever have to see his fucking face again. Oh my God, this bitch is maniacal. Oh, you gonna play in my face, is you? Okay.
And they talk a lot about this bribe. This man, they were considering giving him $1 million to relocate because he had already lived in Miami with Wendy. Relocate back to Miami. He taught, according to Wendy, 2 days a week. He could commute by airplane. They were willing to pay for plane tickets, give him money to buy a house, expose his children to a more strict Jewish environment where they had Jewish schools and all kinds of activities and be around more kids. Kosher, like Danny.
Oh no. Is murder kosher? I don't know. That's given yeah, no. I'm thinking, what would Jesus do? Like, well, just something about this, I would be like if I was Jewish, I'd be like, don't you bring us up in this shit. Don't you attach us to this. Take that word bar mitzvah out of there. Get it out of there.
Oh, shit. Relocation was never about taking those kids away from him. It was, how can we make it happen? You can live in the same city, we can co-parent separately, but be together, be around each other, and all have family support.
Ooh, let's see what this say. Negotiate. It says, how you can accomplish, give up some of your alimony and repay. Wow. Okay, let's see. Compensate. Let's see. Compensate him in some way. Explain to him that you want the boys and him to have a relationship. You do not have to be a prisoner in Tallahassee to accomplish this. Let him know that just because you've grown apart, it doesn't mean Jesus. She is literally I promise you, Wendy did not want to move to fucking Florida. Like if this is the way that, if her mother is micromanaging this way, which she clearly is, there's no fucking way that she wanted to move to Florida. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that anyone in their right mind would want to go here with her mother if her mother is like this. Like, there's no way. Tell him this. Say it like that. Imagine being on the phone trying to do something and then your mom is standing behind you. Okay? Like your mom is standing behind you telling you exactly what the fuck is that. Like, this is Donna. This is Donna. Oh, yeah, that's me. I am the one. Giacomo. I think you could know that. I think you would know that. I got a feeling you're going to say something weird now. Just my psychic abilities. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right. Y'all see if mama's special abilities tell her things. Just the way that you worded that is letting me, it's giving me a vibe. Let's see. Whether he lives in Tallahassee or once, and he could take a short flight, I'm assuming that says, to come to South Florida, easy direct flight for 2 to 3 days per week. Bitch, ain't nobody getting on no plane. Ain't nobody getting on no plane 2 to 3 days a fucking week to see their kid when the judge could just tell them that you need to go fuck yourself and he gonna be there with his kids. Like they're like, what? He gotta get on a plane for that. How about your whole family uproot and move to where Wendy live at? How about that? She ain't think about that. Uproot your life to move to where your daughter is. How about that? Oh, that's not a thing, huh? Yeah. This woman. And she was like, he in the way. He gotta go. Look, I offered to be nice, but if he ain't gonna give us what we want, then we just gonna kill him. Look. She looking surprised. She like, what? You want what? What? You want to talk to me, you say? You want my passport, you say? Was I trying to run from a murder charge, you say? Of course not. No, definitely not. I mean, come on. That's just crazy. Crazy talk. Oh, no.
I want to give it to you. Why do I have to? Because my attorney said not to. Why do I have to give it to you? This is evidence. She's under arrest.
Oh, damn. Donna, no.
Let me help you out.
Donna.
Yeah, and you need to wait outside. Okay.
My husband's almost 80 years old. He can't
Yeah,
come
I
with me.
can't. Please, can I help? No, you can't join me there. Oh, don't do this, please.
Please.
Oh,
Someone's got to help him get home. This is terrible.
Oh, damn. Now she like, but my husband. He old as hell. I gotta just let me drop him home real quick. He don't even know how to wipe his own ass, my husband. He just, look at him. Look at him. He did not dress himself, sir. I had to dress him. Okay, my husband, he 80 plus thousand years old. He can't do nothing for himself. You gonna arrest me? What, my husband's still at the airport? Just let me just take him for a walk. Donna, stop acting like this man needs you. So I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Now, how funny would it be? Hey, Nate, what's up, baby? How funny would it be that in actuality, because in her mind, her husband can't do shit without her. She's the person who makes all the things tick and boom and whatever. Okay. So what if it actually turned out to be that this man was just playing weak and dumb the whole time? And really, he's the one who was just, I mean, he's actually happy that she's about to get took so that he can go on by his life. That this man got like a little 35-year-old little side piece,